Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's vlog is going to be a little bit of a chit chat, but I wanted to talk about my makeup journey a little bit on my channel, just in case anyone is interested to know. Anyone. I started off doing makeup for shows. My family has a Hawaiian dance group that my grandma had started way back in the day. So that has been something that that was passed down to my mom and then eventually passed down to the next generation, which is me and my sister and my brother. But yeah, that's kind of where I started out doing makeup, was for shows and stuff like that. I would do makeup for shows for myself and for the girls, and it was really fun. I really found such a passion and a love for doing it and doing it for other people. My favorite part of doing a makeup application was when the person I was doing the makeup on looked at themselves in the mirror for the first time after I did their makeup and they felt a different type of way. I mean, everyone is beautiful in the skin that they're in. They don't need makeup to make themselves feel beautiful, but sometimes makeup kind of enhances beauty in a certain type of way. And so I always led their reaction about how they felt about their makeup and kind of changing their look and stuff like that. So that was one of my favorite things about makeup and why I fell in love with it as well. I always love the idea of helping people and helping them feel good about themselves. So, thank you, baby. So that's kind of like the start of my journey. I did work at MAC starting in 2008. I worked there for about 4 years at the MAC in San Francisco, which was our flagship counter, and it was such an amazing experience. I met so many wonderful and amazing people. Those are some of my favorite memories in life for sure, going back to kind of like that time in my life. I had so much fun working with the other artists, and some of them definitely have become family to me. I don't see them as much as I used to, but I wish that I did. But they are definitely always going to have a very special place in my heart, and I would literally do anything for them. Yeah, it was a really great experience. I learned a lot from the other makeup artists, but I definitely feel like it has played a role in how I do makeup and how I talk about makeup on my YouTube channel. I kind of feel like when I do makeup on my YouTube channel, I always have like this need to talk during a makeup application, and that was definitely something that was ingrained in us when we worked at MAC, like just kind of explaining every single step, like what we're doing, how we're holding the brush. So I noticed that I do talk a lot. I do tend to talk a lot when I do a makeup application, and that's one of the reasons why. That was like one of the training that we went through. So yeah, I mean, we had so many wonderful events. I remember, like so many people coming to our counter for our like makeup launches, because they were some of the biggest ones in the area at the time. And that was so much fun. Like other artists from other counters came, all the trainers came, all the big wig people came to our counter. So it was a good way to get noticed. It was a good way, just to be a part of the MAC family. And it was just such an amazing experience. I haven't shared this story a lot. But how I got a job at MAC, it was really interesting. For some reason, when I really want something, I literally do not stop until I get it. Like, I will do whatever it takes to make my dreams come true, or whatever it is. So at the time, I really wanted to work at MAC. I was about, I think like 18 was my first time that I interviewed, and I was like, I'm gonna get this job. I am going to do it. You know what I mean? So I pretty much submitted my application, like dropped off my resume at every MAC counter in the Bay Area. I went to Santa Rosa, I went to San Jose, I went to, everything around in the central part of the Bay Area. I went to the Peninsula, I went everywhere, North Bay, East Bay, South Bay. I went everywhere and pretty much just dropped off my resume just to get my name out there. I said hi to them. I drove literally everywhere. Finally, I got a call back. And mind you, I was 18 at the time. Finally, I got a call back. I had my interview, and I didn't get the job. I was so sad. It was like the saddest day. But that kind of happened a few times more after that, but I did not let it stop me. I was like, I am determined to get this job. I really want this job. I'm not going to let it stop me. Every single time they say no, 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 I'm like, nope, I'm going to get this job. So eventually I kept going. I kept dropping off resumes, talking to people. I think this was about 2 years later. Let me see, 2008, that was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I was about 22 at the time, and I was going to the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in San Francisco, and I was like, I am going to apply again. I'm not going to be discouraged. And so finally I applied again. Actually, during the time, like the few years in between the times that I interviewed and I didn't get the job, I did a whole bunch of research. I looked up like all the MAC products. I studied them. I tried to figure out, you know, what formulas they were, what was in them, what ingredients were in them. So I knew. I looked up all the brushes. I was like, I'm going to learn about what number all the brushes are, what, you know, what they're used for, everything. Like between the time that I had between not getting a job and really wanting to go back and try again, I did a whole bunch of research. So finally I got another interview, and you know, I did, because when you have to do an interview, it might be different now, but back then when you did an interview, you did like the talking portion, but then you came back, you got a call back, and you did the like the makeup application part. So MAC is so amazing. They want to make sure that when you put your products onto your client's face, that you make sure that you fully clean your products. And I think that's one of the reasons why I got the job initially. It's because I made sure that I cleaned each product. I dipped the lipstick in the alcohol and wiped it off before I put it onto my model. So I got the job. Yay! I got the job. It was such an amazing time. It was such an amazing experience. It was I was so happy. I remember my sister was my model, and yeah, I really couldn't believe it. Like, I worked really hard to get there, and I was going to do whatever it took, so I got the job. And then 4 years later, after I experienced all those amazing things at MAC, I got pregnant with my oldest daughter. And I just felt that the retail hours and the retail life wasn't going to be what I wanted to do as a mom. You know what I mean? Like, it was going to take a lot of time away from her, and I didn't really want to live that life. So anyways, long story short, after that, I've been doing a lot of freelance work. So that's what I am currently doing now. I am a freelance artist. I do bridal, prom, Halloween. I do whatever it is that you can think of. You're going out for the night with your girlfriends. I do makeup classes. I do makeup parties. Whatever it is, I love to do it. I just love to talk about makeup. I love to look at makeup. I love to feel it. I love to put it on myself. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why, you know, and then after I had my second daughter, I was like, I really want to start a YouTube channel. Like, it wasn't my time yet to do it, to start it, so I wasn't able to start it until recently, but I really wanted to start a YouTube channel. And you know, there's so many, like I've said before, there's so many makeup gurus out there. It's not that I wanted to start the makeup channel, you know what I mean, to like compete with anybody, but I also wanted to start it to like get my name out there and also share my journey. I think that's one of the most important things that I've learned with my other business is you never know who's watching. You never know who's listening. And I feel like I've been through some things, maybe not some things that have been, you know, maybe you've gone through harder things than I have, but I have gone through some things, and I feel like, you know, I'm just little old me. I really have nothing really special, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I do have some experiences, and I feel like as women or as men, we can share those experiences with each other and help each other throughout those times. And I feel like that's what's gonna make the difference. Because honestly, I can remember so many times that I was watching a YouTube channel or listening to a radio station or watching a movie or something that it, like, while I was watching it, it totally like impacted the way, you know, it totally, like, a light bulb went off, and I was like, oh my God, yes, like, yes, like if it was God talking to me through that moment, or, you know, something just aligned in my brain when I watched or I listened to that moment, and, you know, it changed me for the better. And that's what I hope to do and share across all my platforms of social media. So this is just another way for me to express that and share that kind of love, and hopefully learn how to implement that own love into my own life as well. So that's one of the reasons why I started this channel, and I wanted to express it. And I can definitely see my skills as a makeup artist always improve on a daily basis. So I hope that you love this channel, and I hope that you continue to watch it and support it and love it as well. And I always appreciate your feedback, you guys. Some of you have already given me feedback about my videos, and I super duper appreciate it, because I need to know what it is. I'm still learning. I'm doing this all by my little bitty self, and you know, I'm a mom and they are my focus, so sometimes I'm just kind of like rolling with the punches. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you have a really good rest of your day, and I love you, and be strong, my friends, because the most amazing things are just around the corner. Bye.